Well, here we are walking into our suite on board the Viking Brazi. Coming in, we're looking at the bathroom. Doing a wide angle on that. Not spacious, very, very cozy. There's a muted picture of me because that's the closet area. Then we come into the entry hall and we have our desk, which is complete. Then we have a bedroom over here, which is complete. Lots of space for sleeping. Then we have a television here. Stay there. Television there at the end of the bed if you want to watch television as you go to bed. Then we come in, we got the living room here. And then we have Connie.
Hi.
She's a shadow in the picture, but that's all right. You know who she is. And although it's small, it's compact. Plenty of room for our travels. Then we're going to take a trip outdoors, so open the door please, dear. Oh, and it takes her muscles to do it. Then she has to take her muscles to close it. And this is looking at the port. And we're tied up second from the pier, although the pier comes out to where we can come directly on board ship. And this is a major transportation hub right here, coming on around. And you see the other ships in the background and much of the give you a little repeat here. This is the river from which we sail originally, and you have some very modern buildings in the background here. We'll go back across the river and you can see some more. Alright, now we're going to swim back across and look over here. Then we got some other Viking longboats over here as well. Okay, that's it for now. Talk to you later. Well, I didn't get this all in last time because I was on standby, and this is on record. Connie is doing her unpacking. It is Sunday, September 8th. We had a leisure morning at the hotel, and we came on board about noon, enjoying a leisurely lunch, and then the hotel manager came up and brought us down to get our room. And as I say, it's perfect, not grand, but for this vessel, it is grand. So onward and upward we go on the river. Bye for now.
Bye.
Well, here comes Ken and his other half.
What?
I said, here comes Ken and his other half.
That's right.
Better now. That's
Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne, Ed.
Ted, nice to meet you.
Ed.
Ed, sorry.
And Connie.
Connie, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're the individuals like us who like to do it on their own.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did it before.
So it is still here and nothing's
still
changed,
here.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Not that much.
Ken probably, we went on this trip because many was a book of yours.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
And here's the lovely place we are right now.
So we're just going to take a walk around.
Yeah, I'll walk it out.
We'll see you again.
Okay, honey. And this is day 2, September 9. And we're just going to do a walk around the town since we've been at the windmills and the cheese factory and all that kind of stuff. Bye for now. Okay, we have troubles in New Orleans, and they have these auger-like drives that brings the water up and puts it into the river so that they don't have flooding in the area. Now, it's just unfortunate the U.S. cannot go to school on what the Dutch have done for years and successfully. Anyway, just a sample of their engineering and success. Later. Okay, this is not Whidbey Island, San Francisco, or Seattle. This is in the Netherlands, typical of their housings along the canals. And I just heard that it is now necessary that the insurance companies insure all the properties under a grandfather clause, irrespective. So it's becoming a little more internationalized. And here you get to see what Holland is known for. The windmills. And we have one over here that's actually turning. There's a slight breeze that allows that to work. And of all of them, I think there's one that's actually a working mill. How's that for a lazy function? Okay, we're here at one of the dikes, and this is a marker of heights, and we go across and we wide angle this a little bit.
I don't even know what it is.
It shows you the water down below and the bridge going across. And here are units that drop down to retain the height of the water or keep the reduction of the water on another side. Much like a canal lift. Very interesting. As I say, it's too bad the United States can't go to school and the knowledge these people have. Now right there is our cabin. On the tail end. Connie's hiding in there somewhere. Lord only knows. Ooh, those are so fast. That's our ship. And you can see why they're called longboats. And here's the sister ship. We're gonna move out on that one and see if we can get a full run on the length of it. Now you can see why they call them longboats. Here's somebody with a very elegant home, and they're doing some additional construction coming down to their pier. And we'll pan on down the way so that you see something of the skyline. Then we come to the workmen cleaning the skylights on the ship. Then we have other river places. I'll walk up here to get a little clearer view. ship. Looking down at the wake, and you can hear it in the background. Now I'm going to zoom away from it. Go over to the shoreline. Brings it in a little slower. You can see pops of houses over the dike. As you come down here, you see Miss Connie. A lot of river traffic. We just finished our lunch, and we'll be taking our safety tour at 2 o'clock. Nice to see why they call them longboats. Well, again, you hear the roar of the propellers stirring up the water. We've just passed under a bridge heading into Cologne, Germany. In the distance we see some of the outskirts of Cologne. The shoreline of the river. There's been a lot of people out walking their dogs. And it's a little dippy. This is our docking facility in Cologne, or Cologne, however you want to call it. We're going to go up steps, around, and take a walk down this area, under the bridge, and then we'll go over to the cathedral, which you can see above the bridge there, okay? It's a good walking town. The pylons of the bridge. Backing up. In an attempt to pull ourselves over, and we're going to be docking right here. This is where we tie up. And you can see right now it has a label of Viking Rivercruise. That's all for now. This is a continuation of September 10 in Cologne. I started earlier without giving a date. So here we are. We've just been up to the Dome Cathedral. We didn't go in, but we went to the Roman Museum next to it, which was magnificent. Then we went back for lunch, then came on back to Cologne, and went to another museum, the name I'm going to have to give you later, which was artwork from Baroque up relatively to the present. Very interesting. And we're now back to our accommodation, and in the distance you can see the cathedral and the old church. Well, here we are at the aft end again, listening to the roar of the water. Let's take a look at it. There we are. We're coming up the Rhine, here to Koblenz. Shut up, we're ready to head into This is a statue of Kaiser Wilhelm I, who unified all the sections of Germany into what is Germany. So I got an awful lot of shadow here, but I'm going to bring it in a little tighter. Perhaps we can get a little bit more definition of a magnificent statue. So we'll go down and look at all the flags that bring in the entire point of the Mosel River and the Rhine. So you get a pretty good shot of it. And you can see there where the point is. Right there. And the Mosel River goes off to the left between the tower and the flag. We're supposed to have a rather inclement day today, and if you look around, you'll see that that's quite true. The lovely settings of the homes up above. Let's go in, see if we can pick up this. There we go. That's overlooking the river. Beautiful setting. That's it for the moment. And don't forget that today is 9/11. God bless everybody. Here we are at the first level of the Marksburg Castle. We just came up quite a lengthy travel, but we took the bus from down on the river. So we'll come in, see a little bit of Koblenz down here.
Must be soaked up. Make enough money to do the tour now?
Coming back to the castle again. Well, let's take a look at the tower here. What the flag symbolizes, I don't know, other than a tower. So let's widen out and see a little bit more of the territory. Gives you an idea of the steps that we're taking. We'll get a little wider here. Now let's come back down. Stand, turn around and get your picture taken. Jim.
Sure.
Say good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Ed.
There we go with the Rhine again. And we're looking down on the city of Koblenz. This is the medicinal garden for the pre-medical times. lavender, rosemary, every kind of thing you like. So soon, Tide.
Through the coffee shop later on during our tour, but first we'll have a look at the building. We'll have to go downstairs to get into the kitchen.
This is the wine cellar of the room. They got bellows on the tops of these things, and I just wonder what they're for. And there are cups here for pouring some of the wine. Pitchers, rather. Very interesting. This is the wine press. And here's a fireplace for heating. There's one of our tour persons. This is the kitchen. As she said, we have chickens and hogs and everything else running around here. The cooking area. Plastic meats hanging up there to tell everybody what it is. This is the bed of the bedroom. And here comes Stan, ready to crawl in bed and take a nap. I don't think he's going to fit in that bed, though.
You're right.
All right, so you're going to move up just a little bit further. Thank you.
There's the rest of the people.
Yes, the rooms are not.
There's Mr. Jim.
Hey, how are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing superbly well, thank you. This is a great room. Looking at the ceiling. Coming down to the fireplace.
And the only books that existed were hundreds in the parchment. Quite a long time. And that, of course, meant that information spread very slowly. Nothing significant. The most important source of
Chess set for the nobleman. Tapestries. I don't know that these are the originals, but they're lovely anyway. We're still in Marksburg Castle. This is the ceiling of the chapel.
Alright, so after having a look at the chapel, we'll then head upstairs.
She said the frescoes are only about 100 years old. They're not the original. Linen weaving from locally grown flax. And here are some irons that I remember my grandma using. And Mom. A little bit more of the armor room. Of the castle. This is a torture chamber. Honey, this is your new bedroom.
They needed to be entertained.
Depends on what kind of beauty she had to entertain. Well, this is where we were. I'll bring it in closer. The only thing is we didn't get to that tall tower. They figured we were too decrepit to make that one.
I sure felt like we went up there.
So we'll bring it back down to the ground level. See something else. What's going on in the local level. And what's the name of this town?
Right.
What?
Drawback.
Drawback? Okay. Okay. Get it?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, I had my camera in the suite and I didn't have it to take many pictures on the way. So here we go, moving out and moving down as we're moving up the Rhine. And we're coming to the island, the Rock of Lorelei, which had the Sirene, which was treacherous to all of the sailors up and down the Rhine. Be back to you. Bye. This is the Lorelei here. This point of rock where the confluence of river flow creates an issue. Okay, let's go back out. And we can see the entire area here. And we just saw the Lorelei.
Well, it's nice up here. Finally got.
Yeah, we were down there and it was, gee, that's what Ed said, let's go up top.
Well, we're looking just south of the Lorelei and looking up
A
at
lot of
the
wine. Well, yeah, I grew up
wine
in New York
fields.
Upstate. We had a lot of wine there, you know.
and you'll find that up and down the Rhine because the hillsides give sun to all sides. Okay, sorry about the weaving, but I can't help it. The boat does its own thing.
This is the rose between the two
You guys are on record whether you like it right now.
Camera down.
Now, just a minute. I want to get a picture of these two.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
this is my nemesis. Okay. Here we're looking at another Rhine River
ramming speed.
town,
Get the oars going.
enjoying the beauty of the scenery. Looking east, west, then going south.
18.
Is this formation of rock
And now we're between red which you normally expect.
for
Okay,
soil erosion
we're having
or
discussion.
for
Devil's Castle,
an old
or you think
castle at
that's
some time?
Put there for retention. What's that?
Well, look, it's got arches.
Yeah, I'm looking. That's what I was saying to him. We got some arches there. It looked like maybe there was something there at one time.
Well, we're passing right now.
These don't look like Winnebagos here. I'm looking at the logo here. I don't know what makes these.
It's a caravan park. There have been hundreds of them up and down the Rhine. This is a small one. So if I get myself in gear fast enough, we'll do another one. Let you have an idea of the size.
That is a dumb.
You can be 40 years old still flying airplanes. Your blood pressure is the second number.
Well, here we are having dinner on 9/11, and we have
Well, you know we did.
JJ, Pete, Jill, Graham. Then we have Kathy, another JJ, and Connie, and Ed's behind the camera. Anyway, here we are, enjoying the hell out of it, arguing about politics, sex, and religion.
There you go.
And I think that's enough for tonight. Good night. Well, here we are, September 12th, going through one of the 68 locks from the lower Rhine to the upper Rhine. And we'll just go down here and you'll see the rush of water as it's emptying into the locks. This is a mine. Back out again. Into surrounding territory.
The average amount of children was 17. Wow. Does somebody know why?
Your cat. No TV.
No TV. This man, I'm sorry. Here's the winner. No.
We're in Miltonburg, and looking in a window, there's an American flag showing. Then I'm going to pan over. This is the Rathaus, which is where the Bürgermeister is.
The only town that I knew of in all of Germany that the witches, so-called witches, they were all innocent men and women, did not be burned alive. They were executed first. That's much more human. That's why I left my village.
This is where the Nazis assembled, and they rang all the church bells to cancel it, and they left with no demonstrations. There's a statue of justice. Still in Miltonburg. Gonna bring in the bridge gate a little closer. There's a story about this gate and the bridge, which I'll possibly tell later. Coming on around, lighting up, going around the town square. I did the Rathaus earlier. You close off. Let's look into the oldest part of the town. 1226 is when this was all originally built. We're widening out a little bit more. Busy walking area. Lovely village. Well, we're going to focus in on the fortress and the castle. Here's the old fortress. This is still Miltonburg. Charming city, town, village, whatever you want to call it. We're now waiting for all our buses to arrive, so I'll say goodbye for now. So there's Nick on the right and Carson on the left. There's other people in the steering. There they are. Known these kids since they were in diapers. We're getting ready to depart, disembark, whatever you want to call it. So that's it for them. Well, there they come into view all of a sudden. Well, Connie and Nick are catching up with Karsten. Karsten, you can wave also.
Hi, Ed.
All right.
Welcome to Woodbrook.
All right, thank you. In Rothenburg, and I'll bring this up close so you can see the beauty of the stained glass. And we'll go out wide. Thank you. I'll get the name of the church here in a little bit. Bye. Now we're in front of the church instead of the inside, which we were in before. Okay, got a picture here of the church where I've been taking pictures. Okay, and this is Friday the 13th in September. Bye for now. Still in Rothenburg. Just the view between the buildings to the church steeple. We're still in the old city, looking through an archway going into a garden, which is quite beautiful. And my stalwart troopers of Connie, Karsten, and Nick are standing beside me. Well, we're looking from part of the wall out into the forested and some of the farmland from Rothenburg. Still in the old city of Rothenburg, looking out over the landscape. And we have a flautist whom we're enjoying, who has a recorded guitar in the background. Here we are on the main river, and I'm looking at Karsten.
Hello.
Klaus, excuse me. Nick, and here's our beloved Ingrid. Haven't seen her for years. Nice to have you aboard. And of course we all know who this
Hello
is.
there. It's just me.
Okay, everybody turn around. Well, here we go again. We have Ingrid on the left, Nick in the middle, Karsten on the far side, and Connie peeking through the faces. And we'll just do a spread eagle here. Yeah, come on. And we'll move up, look at the bridge, and then I'll come back. I see a picture of me more than I see anything else.
Does everyone know about that, or is it like just
know
for
it. Well,
just for
everyone-
here?
Okay,
Right?
here again we have Karsten and Nick and
missing your
their mother Ingrid and their grandmother Connie.
Hello.
Find them.
And here's Ed, I think. Hey, hello.
Yeah, you got yourself. There you
That's the
go.
only way I get in the picture, if I take a picture of myself.
But apparently there's nobody in the
And so I'm walking across the room. I'm going to take a picture of the bridge where we just had a glass of wine or whatever it was.
See, there's the piano player. You can't quite see him. He's here.
And then you can see the vineyards
Oh,
on
no,
the
no, no.
hillside.
Piano's over
No,
there.
no, I'm sorry. He's there, but he's not there.
Now you can see the
Right.
vineyards on the hillside. Okay, now that you see it, you get it losing. Go back to the city and the bridge, okay? Ciao. Back at the castle again. Looking up at one of the towers.
And Schmidt is in the regard. Yeah.
It looks like it's real tall, but it's not all that tall. This is the way we came up. There'll be more coming around. Well, this is the line going into the men's and ladies' room. Not an uncommon necessity when you're traveling. And this is the other side of the tower. Okay. There you're seeing some of the building that has all of the geraniums at each window. So we'll go in and take a quick look at that. All very healthy looking. We'll come down and take a look at Fiona. There she is. That's our guide.
My husband would say, let's go by train. Let's not go by train.
Very nice lady.
Immer rechts, immer rechts.
Ist dann mit links.
Da ist rechts.
So ist rechts.
Approaching the castle in Nuremberg. Beautiful lock on huge doors going into the castle. The door had a double eagle painted on it. This is only part. Okay.
Conrad II, he built the castle in around 1031. Why? To protect the trade.
We'll come back around.
Down to you're protecting trade from robber barons and the like. So
You can see the tower that we saw earlier.
it's a great,
We just came down this roadway.
and his house survived. Here, as I said, this is this gamekeeper's gate square here. If you see that archway there, that was the original entrance over there. It's quite small, and unfortunately it was too small because this is the main
Innkeeper's Gate.
main way down to the square. So they had to make a new gate there, which is much wider. Unfortunately, he said, you know, everything coming down there, all these apartments, whatever it was, made his cases however, got his
There's a couple of the guys, Jay and Peter.
I think you buy that house there. That's no star.
Well, it's 11:30. The bells are ringing. What used to be a Catholic church is now a Lutheran church. Under repair, restoration. We're headed down to the plaza. I just heard that they have dungeons inside, but they won't let us go because they'll keep us. The original is in the museum. This is just a replica. This will take you over to the Glockenspiel. Okay, guys.
Hello there. Hi, Ed. If you walk into the club, there's a real big place.
There we come.
There we go. Are we in now?
Got all of it. Hey, there you go.
Morning, Ed. Pretty much to the right-hand side of the family.
He likes to swing his hand in front of your face. Go ahead, dear.
Hey, dude.
It's all around.
Yes, it's on.
Oh, you did?
How you doing?
And that's Gary in the middle back there.
The challenger of this cruise.
I heard he's giving up being a cruise director.
That's it.
Well, you know, Peter's given me a nickname.
Oh, right. What's that? Oh, the Duke. I'm sure.
There's a gold ring up here.
I mean, but I just.
They call them spirits or what? I don't know. 90 times out of 100, they'll know all understand the language. But Scotch, you get away with saying Scotch. I would say, yeah. I think there's a generic term for alcoholic distilled.
Yeah, it's not showing up very well. There you go. This gentleman's playing it. You turn that, you make a wish. And I've done my 3 turns. Here we are in Nuremberg. Now you see him coming around. Okay, here we have Chef Zolti.
Jolt, yes.
Zolti, of course, my dear wife Connie, and the hotel manager Attila. That's correct. And they're overseeing how we're having some goodies here for a celebration on 9/16.
15.
16.
16.
16. Right? On a Monday. And it's going to be Kathy's 61st birthday. So, here we go. Wave hello, fellers.
Hello.
Here we have the Maitre D Hotel, a restaurant, excuse me. Dragon and my wife. Look at Mutt and Jeff, would you? And of course, Mr. Foster is behind the camera as always.
That is short and tall.
Wave hello there, Dragon.
Hello.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Very welcome, sir.
And here is a spread for Kathy. And I'm going to zoom in for the beet that's made into a rose. Okay, very beautiful. Then we'll move over here to the apple that's made into the swan. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And we have a nice cheese platter, lots of sauces, mustard, honey mustard, a shrimp platter, lovely meat platter, more sauces, a nice tray of crackers. So if they don't have enough here for good hors d'oeuvres, they're just going to have to suffer till dinner time. Excuse me, honey, I'm backing up.
All right, go ahead, back up.
All right. And we're looking out to another Viking River cruise. The name is the Viking Skadi. Not the Scotty as a dog, it's something else. Who knows? Well, we have Connie and Graham. What's your last name, Graham?
Perks.
Perk. And his lovely wife, Jill. And Peter, what's your last name?
Joseph.
Joseph. And his lovely wife, oh, excuse me. His concubine, no, excuse me. His traveling mate, James. James, okay. JJ, another one. Okay.
And my sister, you know, since we're born on the
Nice to have you both. Nice to have all of you here. Thank you. Here is Kathy and JJ. And it's Kathy's birthday.
This is so nice.
Wow, it's this awesome.
All right.
next to it.
stand next to him?
Yeah. You were blocking him. You came in and you
Okay. What's your last name, folks?
Joe.
Another Jones. My great grief. Well, happy birthday to Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Okay, this is a 40-foot lock we're going through. And what you're seeing now is the dam factor that will come down.
Watch that door come down.
And if we're lucky before the battery runs out, oh, it's moving, isn't it? Or am I?
No, you're moving.
That doesn't surprise me.
Look at this is
Looks like a giant air conditioning unit.
Yep, and the whole door is going to come down.
Come on, start your motion.
well, look how much we're going up. Jay,
We got a ways to
you
go.
ought to take a look. We're
Okay, I'll come back when it starts moving. Okay, here it is coming down.
How much water is it?
Well, he said the big box it would take 20 minutes for them to fill.
Well, this is just the dike coming down.
Whoa. You feel like you're in a canyon?
In the canyon, da 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 da. But good it and pretty, good it da 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 da. In the canyon.
See, we got that was Clementine.
Oh, that's Clementine. I'm sorry about that.
That's the American version, you know.
This is a marvelous experience.
Oh, I couldn't figure out how it went up high enough, so it's a solid wall there. So this whole thing will go up.
solid wall again.
One in the bathtub.
Now there it goes, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. And if Graham were out there, he would hold it up.
Feel like we're gonna make it all the way up there.
Right there. You tie onto one of these things here on the side.
Pull you over.
Hold you over. I've never seen it.
Oh. Well, we hope we have a good captain. He's not can't understand that. Hello. A little echo here. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kathy! Here's a 40-foot lock.
I'll take a picture. Send to my yachting buddies.
Oh yeah, this is a lot.
I wonder how much this costs to go through.
I would hate to think about it.
Yeah.
Now think about how long it's going to take for that water to rise for us to go up to the top.
He said 15, 20 minutes.
Well, it's a big bathtub, isn't it?
Now see,
Go right to the
that still has to go down 2 more grids.
They're gonna start dumping water in here. Hey, we're going up already.
We're already moving up.
We're moving up. Up and we're the Jefferson. We're moving up and out.
Oh yeah, don't take long. See, they flood.
Now they're starting to flood. Now you can see the water turbulence.
They flood. Watch this go backwards. The
And-
water's pushing us.
Yeah, it pushes us backward.
It'll hold us in position.
And here we'll tell you how high we have to rise.
Yeah.
Now look at this.
All right. Hey, Jay, we're gonna get a real good look because the boat's pushing backwards towards the water.
Okay, that shows you how far up we have to go. Okay?
Look at how quickly we're going up. Watch this on the side. That's pretty smooth. Yeah.
That's a fast fill.
Well, you can
They must have launched.
You can see how rapidly that fills because when it gets above the different grids, that shows you how rapidly this is filling. And that's a one whole hell of a lot of water.
They're opening valves.
and then lets the water from behind.
And
It would
these,
take too much.
JJ,
Sir.
weren't these locks all finished in 1992?
1992.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I knew I should have asked Peter.
Well, that's it. That's the job.
You do. Duke has a
You
tender.
got a little tender bone here.
He
I
has a
see.
tender.
Hello, hey Jim! Stan! Look over. Peter, get your head out of the way.
Okay.
All right. Here are our neighbors over there. You can just barely see them. Stay right there. Graham, you make a better window than you do a door. Hi guys. Gotcha. These are our neighbors in the next suite. Well, here we are. You saw the lock closing, and you saw how high that was. Now you're seeing how high we have risen. And just think about the tons of water that's pressuring against that gate.
I don't think technology will ever end, will it? It'll go on.
Oh, I hope it
on
doesn't.
and on.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah. It's sort of, when will it end?
Well, we got a red light over there. That means you cannot go that direction. But it looks yellow here. I think it'll probably change on the film. And this is not a film, it's a digital. Then we'll look out over the city, whichever city it is.
Oh, look at that. You want to jump off there into the water?
And here I'm going back down to the water.
When did the cable go across?
I think it was there all the time.
Was
Oh,
it? Okay.
yeah, that tells you.
Probably to stop you going into it if something goes wrong.
And you can see how much farther we have to go. We have probably about 4 feet. And then it'll open to the other side. Fascinating. Take your time.
Slowly, slowly, Kelly, Kelly, slowly.
All right, now you can go for it, girl.
Okay. Happy 39th birthday. I've seen that number once already. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Well, that's the best I could do. I know it's Feliz Cumpleaños. Hey, it's a virgin birth. What the hell? Hey, there, no, wait a minute. There's a reading above that.
I couldn't read that one, so I...
Well, read it.
Okay.
Make a mistake.
Blumubstag.
It's Deutschlander for happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I think you have Graham and Jill to thank for that.
Alice. Thank you very much.
The mistake of Feliz Navidad comes from Ed Foster. Like it or not. It's called a virgin birth, honey. And I can tell you a story about that too. And your gift from Connie and I is the party.
Thank you so much. That's an amazing gift. Oh, look at that. How beautiful.
Look at that.
I think we saw this
Oh,
guy
that
on
looks
the
like
riverbank.
that looks like the tail of the donkey. You've been on the Grand Canyon. I know that.
That's
Look
beautiful.
at that. That's gorgeous.
Would you like to hold it up so I can zoom in?
Allow me. You got it?
And what do you call it? Now turn it to the side. There you go.
There we go.
Now show it upside down so I know what gender it is. Thank you, dear.
Spot on the
All
Christmas
right.
tree.
Thank you.
Yes.
Graham and Jill, thank you.
Pleasure.
That's so unique, too.
You can come back and pick these up. You don't have to drop one off.
This is from the two guys.
Yeah,
I
no
love the
glass.
box.
Yeah, no
Oh,
glass.
This
I
is
love
Peter and Jay.
Thank you. I am such a Christmas
Oh, that's lovely. Turn it this way, sweetheart.
Because it's really nice.
Okay. They're so smart they even left the price on it.
Well, they are the two guys, you know.
The two guys.
The two guys.
They are not partners, however.
They are Felix and Unger.
Felix and Oscar.
Felix and Oscar.
I'd like to know who's who.
Yeah, I'm Felix.
Okay.
I get to be Felix.
He told us that.
Yeah, he's the old curmudgeon. So.
I love the boxes.
I thought you did.
Okay, and we're going to come around. Kathy's husband, JJ. And again, we have Graham and Jill.
The lovely Jill.
And then we have the ugly Jay.
With that, J. Jill.
And the Princess Constance.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, that's right.
And Sir Peter.
You're right.
Thank you. And here am I.
There you are.
We're in Regensburg, and this is the clock tower. This is the Danube River. This is the bridge that goes across to the other part of Regensburg, which I'm not going to walk across. Now the Danube is flowing the opposite direction of how we've been traveling, so our timing is going to be a lot different. And here we go again, into the town. Well, now we have Claudia. And then we have Annie and grandson Nicholas. And then we have Sylvia, the mother. And Grandpa's in the bathroom. No, he's not. Oh, here he is. Well, we'll bring him in close. I don't know what he's up to. Honey, you make a better door than a window.
I know, but I want to get this chair over here.
Look up there, Grandpa. Hey!
No, this is fine.
This is the Forster family in from Wels, Austria. A beautiful treat.
Always wiping the table.
We're talking about the cleanliness of the ship. And there's Grandma, Grandpa, and grandson. And there's mother and son.
To Amsterdam?
And here's mother, son, and aunt.
To Amsterdam.
And here's all 5 of them.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
here's Connie waving her hands like she's Jewish.
and then we end up in Budapest. Budapest.
So you can turn around and say, hello, honey.
Hello. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
honey.
And it will be 15 days on the ship.
This is September 17, 2013.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you.
Das schaut ganz modern. Dankeschön.
Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, dankeschön.
cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Schön.
Then we
And
sing in the
prosit.
church.
Here it is. Good old champagne. Let's see, do I drink the camera or do I drink this? Look at all that fruit you got.
How pretty.
Look at this wild drink this kid's working on.
Da schaut sie schon mal. Oh, super. Pass auf, gell? Festhalten. Du mit drin.
Use a straw, kid. Ah.
Super.
It's good.
Schmeckt's gut?
Ja. Ja.
We're in St. Stephen's Cathedral in Passau, Austria. We're going to be hearing a concert on the largest organ in the world, so they tell us. So, hopefully, I'll be able to get a picture of the grand organ. This is a side nave. It's another side nave. And this is the audience. It's a grand audience here for the concert. And here's the pipes of the organ. I'll move out to where we can get a pretty good shot of this. I see some people I know. Wave pizza. And I see JJ. Where's Kathy? Where's Kathy? Hello, Kathy. A beautiful cathedral. Some lovely stained glass, which we're not seeing. Now we're looking at some of the ceiling work and the architectural beauty of this magnificent cathedral. And we come over to our friends, Franz and Adi. And we see Sylvia, Claudie, Connie. Where's Nick?
He's looking at the organ.
Oh, okay. Nick's not included right here so far. Okay. This is one of the side aisles. Picking up some of the pipes of the organ to the left of the original pipes. And then we're going to come down and get a picture of Nicholas. Where is he? Nick? Nick, wave. Wave. Thank you. Now you're hearing the tolling of the bells. This is some of the additional pipes. You have those on each side. At one point, I'll turn this on to get the organ music. Look up, look up, look up. Come on, turn your face around here. Nick,
Hey, Lincoln.
Nick, wave your hand. Come on, wave your hand. No? Okay, don't do it. This is Grandpa. This is daughter, grandson, grandma, daughter, and my wife.
Hello.
Well, here we are in Passau. This is looking across the river. Bringing it up just a little closer. We just happen to have some sun out right at the moment. It's been sort of a mix of no clouds, lots of rain, no clouds, then all of a sudden the sun came out. And as with every place in the world, there's a car park right here. Oh!
Wo fahrt ihr hin?
Huh?
Wo fahrt ihr hin?
Sure.
Huh?
More party.
Ah. What's the next station?
We got one in Vienna.
Vienna.
One, then Vienna.
One and then Vienna.
Yeah.
Milk. Milk.
Yes,
Milk.
yes, 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 yes.
Budapest also?
Just had a nice conversation with the three people walking there. They're from the area here. So we'll just pull in the tower. This is St. Stephen's, where we heard the organ concert. Okay? We'll be back to that later. Bye. Here we are with Sylvia and her son, Nick. They're looking over the prow of the boat, excuse me. Hey, Nikki. Hey, wave. Come on. Hi. Oh, come on. Bye, Nikki. Hans? Ronnie? Annie? Connie, you're staying. Yeah, but you're behaving like you're not. It's 4:15 and they're departing to go home. Whatever you say.
Thank you, we will.
We look forward to the next visit. We're in Melk, Austria, and an abbey, and now we're down in the cathedral, the church. And this is a working church. This is September 18th. Today is Thursday, September 19th. We are in Vienna, and this is from inside our suite looking out. And that background noise you hear is the tanker that's refueling our longboat. So I'm going out and you're going to hear that in the background as our lovely music. Construction going on around town. Lots of changes since day of sunshine. The Habsburg Palace. On the side is the school for the horses, Lippensana. To the right was the royal apartments. You can see the difference in colors sometimes. That's for clean and cleaning and not clean.
Right inside, which was behind this side, this is the lion in Austria, Hungary.
Okay, this is St. Stephen's Cathedral. Major fire in 1945. The church was not bombed. And a lot of things were replaced with a steel structure inside to replace the wood. The roof is ceramic tile. This is in Vienna, Thursday, September 19.
Yes, it was wet all the time.
Okay, here's another shot of Vienna with the sun from a different
Late
direction.
tonight. Late tonight.
And we're talking to a lovely couple from Colorado. What are your names?
Marianne and Dave.
Marianne and Dave, what?
Cardinal.
Cardinal? C-A-R-D-I-N-A-L?
That's right.
Just like the bird and like the church.
Like the, who is it?
Like the bird.
Stanford Cardinal.
The Stanford.
Okay, whatever.
Phoenix, Arizona Cardinal.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
have a
nice to
house.
meet you folks.
We have a house in Phoenix, so that's where we're going.
Okay, well, we live in Southern California, so we don't have to have
You
a
don't
place in
have to
Phoenix.
leave.
We just, it's good all the time. It's great all the time.
And here's a picture of the sky, which we've not had all week. It's been rain and clouds, and look at this beautiful set of clouds
He's talking
with
to his
sunshine.
Have you gone to this Jubilee Church?
I've been
No,
there before,
no.
but I don't think so.
Well, here we are in the residence orchestra hall. This is where they're going to be doing the performance, which will not be recorded during the performance. And we'll take a look up and look at the ceiling. There you are. And we come back down. Lovely but not elegant. There you go. There's Graham and Jill in the background. JJ and Kathy in the foreground. And here's Connie. And that vacant seat is Ed Foster, who's behind the camera. Here's the group from the Viking, who's enjoying all the beautiful music we're going to hear. We're in Bratislava. This is Slovakia, and this is September 20. This is where we're docked. So I'll do just a brief docking area scan. Coming around to the sunset. I mean sunrise. Let's see if we can bring in some of that sun that's back there. Ah, yes. A couple of bridges. opposite side. This is the capital of Slovakia.
There's just that. I went all the way through. I never found it. Because that's enough. There are multiple shots on here. I got rid of
This is St. Michael's Gate.
it. Started yesterday. Probably pushed it in and it pushed it. I don't think so.
Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. This is Saturday, September 21, 2013. Here we are in Budapest, and we're looking at the Intercontinental Hotel. I'm hoping I can go up here and take a look at the full moon, bring it in closer with the clouds, just enjoying the heck out of all this territory. Thank you, Mr. Full Moon. We'll move away from you. Coming back down to Budapest. Looking at the bridges, which are gorgeous. And looking over here to the palace, which is partially blocked by the ship. So we'll do what we can to pick it up. And it's lovely. I'm going to stop right here and see if I can pick up something from the other side. Stay with me. So we'll look up on the top of one of the hills and see what we have up there. Looks like a statue of a lady. Thank you, Mrs. whoever you are. Today is day 21 of September. Now we're looking at the palace in the daylight. Hopefully it all came through with the lights on yesterday. And we'll come on around. See if we can get the statue that's up at the top. Outstretched hands. Okay.
Take a picture for you.
Here we are on the final night, September 21. And we're going to be enjoying a concert of some nature. I have no idea what. But this is the prelude of the lounge. And we have a variety of people who are doing the service and around and go on around and around and around. It's the same thing on that side. This is the fore end of the ship, the prow of the ship, and we're looking up at the, I don't know if it's a castle or the parliamentary buildings. Sorry about my lack of knowledge. Anyway, we're going to take a tour across the bridge and come on around and look at all of this, and all the electricity that's being spent to keep us happy. And then we're going to look around, and all of a sudden we're going to look at the castle. And here we're coming up close, It's beautiful in its lighting. And then I'm going to spread out and take a good look at it, and hopefully it comes out. And that's Buddha, and the side I showed first was Pest. Goodbye, Stephen's Church, and it has another name, Matthias, and so on. And then we're going to look around, see other aspects of the city. And this is on the Pest side. And the whole city is gorgeous. Hey!
Big smile, big smile. This is for you for home, to remember me.
Who can the hell can forget you? It's not everybody in the world who blushes with a wet dream. Get your fingerprints out of my land. Okay, guys. Hugs,
All
kisses,
the best
love,
for
and
you. A
listen.
seated break home. Yes, I listen.
Thank you. My favorite toast.
Yes.
Hugs, kisses, loves, and squeezes. May God give us what we pleases.
Very nice.
Think about it.
That is beautiful. That is
Okay.
something.
And may life give all of you what you are totally entitled to. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, tell me what this is.
So that's a main entrance to lesser town of Prague, which was based in the year 1257 by Přemysl Otakar II. We can see two towers. The bigger one is a Gothic style tower of 15th century period, the smaller one from 12th century, and that was part of a so-called Judith Bridge.
Which was the stone bridge that was lost in a
the only stone
flood.
bridge in Central Europe.
Okay.
We can see also one part of a church of St. Nicholas, built by family Diesenhofer, Kilian Ignaz and his father Christoph Diesenhofer, finished in 18th century, and part of a panorama of Prague Castle that is so-called St. Vitus Cathedral.
That's whose cathedral?
St. Vitus. In Czech language we say St. Vít, V-I-T.
Okay. And we come back and we do a span across the bridge. And here is Monday, 23 September with Connie and Ed in Prague, Czech Republic. Okay. Here we are on the Charles River Bridge. We have Dixieland going while we're here.
Just a little while to stay here. Just a little while to stay.
Going around. Ringing the bell.
And the little windows up there are different.
Different figure all the time.
Figure all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's the 12 apostles,
Yeah.
but they're not coming through very well. We're in the National Theatre of Prague.
Actually, it's been called the Estate Theatre.
The Estate Theatre.
The Estate
Excuse me, I just been corrected. This is very much
We have a lot of
like the Metropolitan Opera House was in its origin.
You are now in the building where a lot of personalities of music world, for example, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Karl Maria von Weber, or Gustav Mahler conducted the orchestra. And this building is one of the most beautiful historical theaters in the world, and one of the oldest ones as well. And it's one of the oldest theater here in Prague as well. And this is the place where Mozart conducted his Don Giovanni for the very first time. And actually the opera Don Giovanni was written especially for this building.
Yeah. Now, what is the next performance coming up here?
Tonight?
Is there one tonight?
We have here tonight 2 performances. One starts at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m.
This is the Mozart
which is
collection.
called Mozartissimo. It's a collection of the famous Mozart pieces, and then we have a drama on the program, which is going to be in Czech. So what I would recommend is Mozartissimo because it's nice, it's well done. So the idea of building the theater came from Count Nostitz, N-O-T-C-I-T, who was a true Czech patriot because he was born in Prague, studied at the church.
One part of the area of so-called Prague Castle, and that's the lesser town of Prague. On the right-hand side in front of us in the valley of Vltava River was a big church of St. Nicholas built by family Diesenhofer, and a second bank of Vltava River, which is a Celtic name of a river. That's Old Town of Prague and New Town of Prague. Until the end of 18th century they were 4 separate towns. Now that's historical center of the town, which is protected by UNESCO as a world culture. This monastery is very, very old. As I told you, 12th century. It started in the year 1143. That was a period of a Bohemian king named Vladislav II, and he had a friend. His friend was Henry, in Czech language, Jindřich Zdík of Olomouc town. He was a bishop of Olomouc town, and that was his idea to build this monastery here. First, that was a wooden monastery, and Strahov, that's the name of a stadium and also name of this monastery. In very old Czech language, it means protection. And that was really very important protection for pilgrims going to the area of a Prague castle, because they were forests here and robbers in a forest. So they came here to be protected. The first fire was in the year 1258. And after that fire, that was the first reconstruction of a monastery. But the most important reconstruction that was made at the end of 17th century by architect Matej. I mentioned that architect when we took a car around the main square and the Duke of Tuscany Palace. More than 50,000 books, especially of antique philosophers, we can find here, 50,000. And that is 32 meters long, 10 meters wide and 16 meters high. And that was built in the year 1797. The main architect name is Pagliardi. Pagliardi, Italian name again, and that was a period of abbot named Meyer. And of course they were also interesting guests here, like Lady Hamilton or Maria Ludovica, second wife of Napoleon Bonaparte. The decoration here, that fresco, that was painted by Maulberg. Maulberg, well-known name of that period, and that's a development of human being from Adam and Eve, and also Old Testament. So philosophical hall, which is really younger than the first part of the library, and several years ago that was restored with helping of a Norwegian foundation. This church is named Loreto of Prague, and that is a copy of Loreto in Italy, but not exact copy. And that church was built by Kilian Ignaz Diesenhofer, and that is from 18th century. But
Okay.
Loreto inside is from the year 1631.
Thank you.
Based by Vladislav II and his friend Jindřich Zdík, Bishop of Olomouc town, in 12th century. That hill was a forest, that's St. Peter's Hill. In Czech language, Petřín was a copy of Eiffel Tower from the year 1891. And people, they liked Eiffel Tower here, but people in Paris, they didn't like it so much of the time. 1891, that was a year of great Czechoslovak exhibition. Here is a valley of a lesser town of Prague with typical gardens. Some of them, they are from 16th century, palaces of noble families, and a big church of St. Nicholas built by family Diesenhofer, Kilian Ignác and his father Christoph Diesenhofer. And embankment of Vltava River especially was a golden decoration on the top. I like to mention National Theatre, built 1881. And you see flag, and on the right hand side, that you see in a panorama two black spires of a Vyšehrad castle in 11th and 12th century. That was a royal seat of our Přemyslit royal family. Vyšehrad castle, it is said that that's the place where history of Prague started, because our princess named Libuše, in the ancient time, she saw in her dream future of this town, future of Prague. So that is Vyšehrad, was a fortification system from 12th century. After the death of Soběslav II, Bohemian king, that was a decision made of a Přemyslit royal family to move to the Prague castle area again. That's a well-known cemetery of VIP. He continued working, but this cathedral of St. Vitus that was finished in the year 1929, so that was building for 600 years. 600 years. And that is not the oldest cathedral of this country, that is not the biggest one, and nobody knows if that is the nicest one, but definitely that is the most important cathedral of a country. And under the cathedral, in the underground, there are graves of old Czech kings, and that's a symbol of this country. That's a Roman Catholic cathedral.
1,000 kilometers till we drive into Poland from Czech Republic. So onward and forward there, Paul. Okay. Let's go. And I'm gonna put in a guy who's doing this for us. Go ahead, you can turn around. Yep, there he is. We'll get all the signs we can. That's enough of the border. This is a relief bronze work of the castle area and fortress in Krakow. And today is September 26th, Thursday. And we are being led around by a lady named Agnes. Then we have Connie here taking pictures, praying that they come out. And she's got 4 eyes because 2 of them are black with dark glasses.
And just right now you can see the altar is being closed. And just you can see the different scenes of the Jesus and Mary, of the life of Jesus and Mary. And that this is, you can see the crucifixion. You can see the Jesus in a temple. so that the visit in the hell. And just when it's going to be open, so that of course that this is the main big sin here. This altar is made especially for this church. You can imagine that altogether there are 200 figures in this church here, and that's the Weistosh. He was looking for the people, for the little, and that's asked the people.
Znajdujemy się w Bazylice Mariackiej. Jest to miejsce święte, pełne pamiątek wiary i kultury naszego narodu. Dlatego prosimy o zachowanie powagi należnej temu miejscu. Za chwilę nastąpi uroczyste otwarcie wielkiego ołtarza, dzieła Witastosza. Ze względu na polichromię ołtarza prosimy nie używać kleszczy.
And right now, just you can see the main scene.
So tell me, what is this that we're doing right now?
So right now, just we are going to listen to the bugle call, which means the alarm of the city. So hey now, that's in Polish. But hey now is also the Turkish word. Yes, because right now, because that's our school year began in September 1st. So just at the beginning of September there was empty. But right now, so that this is.
Exterior, it looks pretty much the same.
Oh, it does.
What was redone were the buildings inside, just for the
This is Friday, September 27th.
27th.
And we're at Auschwitz with our guide Bertha. And this is the entry gate, and we got a lot of people zooming around here. These are the original barracks. And there you can see the electric wire that went around. White post with sort of a curve at the top. There, we'll come up closer and you can get it. There you can see it.
Well, that's not
These are the original barracks.
Summertime. That's not to be easiest I've seen.
Just donation, of course, is that was made by the owners at that time, by the donors, and just recently, so that there was made the monument of our primate of Poland, Stefan Wyszyński. You will get the story in Warsaw, but just more or less. So that's Wyszyński, Wojtyła. So that's our former pope, and that's and just our archbishop at that time, Sapiecha.
And
so
which church is this?
This is Jasna Góra.
Jasna Góra.
Jasna Góra in Polish.
Okay.
Jasna Góra. Góra, it means a mount. And Jasna, it's bright. So that's a bright mount here. And that's Wałęsa, Wojtyła. So that there were the columns which they keep the church during the communist.
This is the shrine of the Black Madonna.
Yes.
And the name of the city is?
Częstochowa.
Częstochowa. That's about as close as I'll get.
Żadnej nie było w Chrystusie, ale jedna była taka bardzo fajna, bo kolega zachęca swoich kolegów, którzy możemy fajnie z nią pięknego robić, bo tam dawali po prostu obciach emocjonalny, mówi tak, panowie dążymy, idziemy do Marienlanda. Ładne określenie, czyli do kraju Matki Bożej, do kraju Maryi. Zdarzono się, rzeczywiście posłuchali go. Nie wiem, jaki miał posłuch w tej nie pani, ale rzucili te bajki tam przy domu i ruszyli mocnym krokiem Marienlandu, jak to określi. Widocznie może to był kiedyś zbieg, że przyciągnął ze sobą tych kolegów. Myśmy także przyszli do domu Matki Bożej, żeby usłyszeć zaproszenie właśnie do takiego życia, pięknego życia, pełnego życia, w którym obecny jest Chrystus w centrum tego życia, żeby był obecny Chrystus. Po to, żeśmy tutaj naprawdę przyszli, aby rozpalić swoje serca, poznać Jego, żeby doświadczyć Jego dzieła.
Why here in this church? Simply it was Chopin's family parish church. I show you the last apartment of Chopin's family.
Okay, and whose palace is this?
The palace was owned first by the King of Poland, Jan Sobieski.
Jan Sobieski.
The construction works refer to 1677. So first it was the royal residence, next the residence of the leading Polish aristocratic families.
Well, we hear Klaus Prusko down here checking out the everything, and Solveig, and there's young Leonard. This is a stainless steel bobsled ride. This is the start of the slide area. And I'm at the area known as the photo opportunity. I really don't know how this is going to come out because you can't see much with the brilliant light in your eyes. So we'll turn this off for now and come back. Okay, now I got you. Okay. He's taking Leonard and Solvang down to get them registered to go on the ride. So we'll see what transpires. We'll take a picture of people coming on down. Very high foliage area. And there's Mrs. Foster shading her eyes so she can see.
Yes.
Even though she's got sunglasses on, doesn't make a difference to her.
Not at all. Not at all.
There they come down. Didn't catch them in time, but I got a little bit of them. And there's the slide data for the day. Here we have Leonard chewing away on an ice cream cone and afraid to look at me because he knows he's going to spit it out. Come on.
Schau mal in die Kamera.
With ice, with kings.
Goodness, good. Yeah.
And he would like to be a clown, but he's afraid to. Then we have Ingrid. Excuse me, Salvage. Sorry.
Hi.
Connie.
Hello. Hello.
Then we go back again. And here's Klaus.
Hello, everybody.
And would you believe? Here's Ed Foster. Yo!
So, the last sequence will scare all the people.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the movie.
Klaus?
Good. Now we are at what's called Ahrtal. That's a steep valley where the German government in the 60s built their bunker in case of
Cold War attack.
Cold War attack by the Russians. They are close to the French border, waiting for the Americans to come to rescue them.
Again? And so that's what we're looking at.
Come on.
Huh? No. No. Just come on. The guy who will take us to the group.
We have just come out of the bunker. Connie? Are you there? Where's the little one?
He's already in the car.
All right.
So this is a wine 2013.
Fascinating tour.
We will fetch you a bottle of it, yeah, when it's ready.
Okay, all right.
We'll bring it with us the next time.
All right, we look forward to that.
Okay.
Ciao for now. Well, here we are visiting Dorothy with her daughter and her grandson and her boyfriend Irv with Connie and Bruce, a fine young man who's come into our lives through Jamie.
You don't know him very well, do you?
Well, I'll take him the way face value.
Yeah, so yes, so they're going to be moving as soon as they get back.
As soon as we get back, we have to move. We've got a lot to do. There's a lot to move.
Sounds like a beautiful place, though.
We have a nice place. It's right in, it's
This is October 13. I forgot to tell you what the date was.
It doesn't get date stamp?
And this is right. Well, here we are. Bruce, lean forward. All right. Jamie. Ryan. Irv. Lean forward. All right. Miss Dorothy. Miss Dorothy, say hello. You're on camera. Are you ready for your close-up?
Yes, the close-up is ready.
What's the name of this hotel? We are at the Alegria Hotel in, of all places, Long Beach, but in New York. So that'll be a difference. We've been having absolutely gorgeous food. I told Connie she couldn't have any more tonight, and she says, "Oh yeah."
They're gonna charge that kind of money.
Well, here we are in Long Beach, New York, and it's a lovely area. And I'm going to take you down to the beach to see the white sand and the ocean and all this kind of stuff, and come back around to Constance with her gray roots showing. And Ryan and Bruce, and they charge $12 a day to be on this beach.
Wouldn't care.
Well, you know, whatever turns them on.
Are those